Hi guys, morning. It's about 9 a.m. and what is this mock Tudor you see behind me? Well, it's not actually mock Tudor. We're staying in an old 16th century coaching inn. We're in a little town called Dorchester, about 10 miles from Oxford city centre. And there used to actually be 10 coaching inns in Dorchester. There's now just 2 remaining. We're staying in one of them. I had a really interesting night. It's so cold in here and it was bucketing it down outside. There's also a power cut as well, so in the night, buckets of rain, somehow got off in the end, got woken up by birds chirping. Absolutely beautiful. Take a look at the view outside. Everything's Tudor here, absolutely love it. It's the drafts table. And an actual well. I don't know if you can see that, but that was an actual working well with lots of fish in it. Pretty cool. Nice Tudorish picture. Mind your head. Mind your feet. Right, time to go for a little walk in the lovely little town of Dorchester. Wonder what this building is. Probably, yeah, post office. Cool. Lovely little church, decked out for the Jubilee. One of a million lovely little cottages. And in case you missed it, it's the Jubilee. Nice churchyard here, and look over here, incredible little milestone. There are 49 miles to London, and Oxford doesn't say, but I think it's about 8 to 10 miles away, and that's where we're going very shortly. It's a perfect chocolate box village. Look at this, tea room, village hall, and a church. Wow. Seen this? It's just an abandoned sewing machine.
Oh, exactly what it looked like.
The haunted
I
one.
was telling you about the haunted sewing machine, that's what it looked like.
Rachel's got a story about a haunted sewing machine. She's too shy to tell us right now, but one day she will, I promise. There's a guest house. So weird, so freaky. Do you see what's over here? There's a squirrel. Let's explore. Wow, can you imagine living here? Okay, which way? Right, there's cottages everywhere. Cottage, Clementine Cottage, Bull Cottage, Henrietta Cottage, and this one's just the cottage.
Stop shouting about cottage.
Thatched roof cottage. Cottages everywhere. Bus stop here with the Ukraine colours. Hey look, you can touch it. Cool. So that's what it feels like. A thatched roof. Approaching the end of the village, and look at this incredible thatched cottage. Hey look, I can see some animals. Over there. Can you see?
Where are they?
Can't quite make them out. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, let's go and have a look. Alpacas. Exciting. Come have a look at this man that I found. He's fallen asleep on the job. Another one of these flower pots. Inside this flower pot is a clue for the festival quiz trail. Please leave it here until the 9th of May. Let's see what it was. Nothing, just slugs. You can see them. Where are you, alpacas? Just can't see them. I mean, I can bloody hear them screeching, but just can't get through. Tell you what, I'm going to very quickly have a look. Be fine. No, I can't. No one's there. There we go. Yes, we saw them. And this was our room, just here. Okay, so many vegan options here. Look what I've ordered. So this is like pepper, aubergine, sun-dried tomatoes and vegan cheese on gluten-free bread. Delicious. How's yours?
I'm really good.
This quesadilla, you can have it as a vegan option as well. This one's definitely not vegan. Not bad considering this is like literally the first cafe we walked into. We parked up, came out and walked straight in here. Glad we gave it a try. I can't explain how delicious that food was. It's a really, really good start to Oxford. It's really nice to be in a university city again. It was really nice to sat there listening to students talking about student life, gossiping about boys as well. Absolutely beautiful city. It was very peaceful and lots of people with their heads in books. The perfect place so far. We are in the covered market, like an indoor bazaar that's been here since the 1700s. Pretty amazing. It's modernized since then, but really cool. Saw a 1920s tap. There's a really cool Thai place, as well as lots of weird and wonderful things. These cakes. Wow. Nice selection of hats. Bakery. It's a fresh tea shop. Okay, let's see where to go to next. So we're here. Let's go Radcliffe Camera and the Bodleian, yeah? So this is Radcliffe Camera. So Radcliffe Camera is actually a library built in the 1700s. In Lord of the Rings, it's inspired Sauron's temple to Morgoth. Duke Humphrey's library is located upstairs and was used in filming for Harry Potter as the restricted section. Just here. So the library contains a copy of every book printed in Great Britain and grows by about 5,000 per week. It's also the place where a lot of the original drawings and manuscripts for The Lord of the Rings are kept. Yeah. That's cool. So actually I read something really cool about All Souls College. So basically only 80 people are allowed to apply for it every year and only 2 people get in. Is that difficult? These are actually some examples of questions from previous years. Should definitely have a crack at that for sure. Just think of all the prime ministers, all the famous people that will have come to this church during their time at university to say their prayers. But these ladies are lovingly preparing the cloth. I'm not sure what for. Seems very, very sacred. The Weight of Glory, 1942. There are no ordinary people. You have never taught to a mere mortal. Nations, cultures, arts, civilizations, these are mortal. Their life is to ours as the life of a gnat. But it is immortals whom we joke with, work with, marry, snub and exploit. Immortal horrors or everlasting splendours. Very apt for the times we're going through at the moment, unfortunately. Is it working? Go on. It's a bit dry. So this here is the door to Narnia, made famous in the Chronicles of Narnia. As you can see here, you've got Aslan the lion and what looks like Mr. Tumnus just here. CS Lewis probably walk past it every single day, and it's amazing to see it in person, to be honest. And here we've got the lamppost of Narnia as well. Have a look. So obviously, first arrival into Narnia, and first thing you see in the snow is a lamppost. And I had a tourist picture taken next to it, and passers-by definitely thought I was from a country that don't have lampposts, because there'd be no other reason, right? So since we got here, basically all we've done is just done what I wanted to do, which is all literary related things. So I said to Rachel, what would you like to see next? And she said, I want a smoothie and I want to go to the water. So we've just gone to this cool place. And the most amazing tea cocktails. Let me show you. Got the unicorn fizz and the Mahiti as well. Pretty amazing. How is it?
It's really good.
So I thought this place was exclusive to Oxford only. However, just found out they've got loads in London, which is amazing. There's a really, really nice lady in there got me a free loyalty card. So definitely not what I'm going to be doing next weekend. This is Christchurch College. Christchurch College is where Alice Liddell, also known as Alice in Wonderland, was born. She was the daughter of the Dean of Christchurch in the 19th century, and Lewis Carroll first met her when he was teaching at Christchurch. But infamously, Lewis Carroll didn't put pen to paper for about 20 years because he wanted to be known as a respected mathematician, not a children's author. But eventually he was inspired to tell the tale, and the rest is history. noticed the city largely avoided bombing during World War II, which is one of the reasons it's retained its magnificent architecture. It's believed by historians that the reason Oxford wasn't bombed is because Hitler wanted it to be the new capital of England. Whether that's true or not, we don't know, but it makes for a good story. Oxford is also a fantastic literary gem. It has more published authors per square mile than anywhere else in the UK. Scratch that, actually the world, not the UK, the world. Its most famous literary exports are, of course, JRR Tolkien, CS Lewis and Lewis Carroll, or Jack Lewis, as CS Lewis preferred to be known as a respected mathematician, not an author. So it's home of the world's second oldest university. The first oldest is, of course, the University of Bologna. So in 1167, Henry VIII banned English students from attending the illustrious University of Paris, so they were forced to very sleepy and green Oxford. Many British prime ministers have studied here, along with some saints, one US president, and Oscar Wilde. Any guesses for who the US president was? I'll tell you later on in the video. The University Museum of Natural History has the most perfect specimen of the dodo anywhere else in the world. Oxford is also home to the world's largest bookshop, with over 3 miles of shelving and 150,000 books. Most recently, it was known as a filming location for the Harry Potter films. So this over here is the infamous Folly Bridge. Now, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, yeah, that book again, as is well known, it started off as a tale told on a boating trip, which actually began at the Folly Bridge and went along here. Okay, so Rachel got her own way. Again, we're off to see dinosaurs at the Museum of Natural History, which is just down here. Definitely know how to keep her quiet. Look. Been able to have peace and quiet for 5 minutes. Absolute bliss. I'm dropping off the radar in the museum. Hello, you're back. What's this?
Dictodon.
What is it?
It's
It's just a reptile.
reptile.
Here he is, old Charles D. We all know he definitely had the last laugh. Oh wow, that's so cool. So it contains the only soft tissue remains of the extinct bird. CS Lewis and JRR Tolkien used to drink in that pub all the time, and they formed a literary society there called the Inklings, and it's completely dilapidated. Turned up there and there was application for premises license from Young's to turn it into a hotel, but as Rachel pointed out, that was dated 2020, so we really don't know what's going to happen to it, but hopefully it can be saved. Oh, time to go home. Yeah, really sad to be leaving actually. Okay, home time. Got our sweets, got a bit of light reading, courtesy of Wetherspoons, and we're off. How much was the parking?
£11.
11 quid! Jesus Christ. Next time we'll stick to Park and Ride.